An Ascot tie, or ascot, is a narrow neckband with wide pointed wings, traditionally made of pale grey pattern silk. This wide, formal tie is usually patterned, folded over, and fastened with a stickpin or tie tack. It is usually reserved for wear with morning dress for formal daytime weddings and worn with a cutaway morning coat and striped grey trousers. This type of dress cravat is made of a thicker, woven type of silk similar to a modern tie and is traditionally either grey or black. The ascot is descended from the earlier type of cravat widespread in the early 19th century, most notably during the age of Beau Brummell, made of heavily starched linen and elaborately tied around the neck. Later in the 1880s, amongst the upper middle class in Europe, men began to wear a more loosely tied version for formal daytime events with daytime full dress in frock coats or with morning coats. It remains a feature of morning dress for weddings today. The Royal Ascot race meeting at the Ascot Racecourse gave the ascot its name, although such dress cravats were no longer worn with morning dress at the Royal Ascot races by the Edwardian era. The ascot was still commonly worn for business with morning dress in the late 19th and very early 20th centuries. In British English, the more casual form is referred to as a day cravat to distinguish it from the highly formal dress cravat. It is made from a thinner woven silk that is more comfortable when worn against the skin, often with ornate and colourful printed patterns. Tying methods: for the dress cravat, the ascot knot is used for the dress cravat and finishes with the ends under and over, then in front of the chest, held by a tie pin. The coca-loop knot, like a four-in-hand knot for a modern tie; for the day cravat, the simple knot, with the ascot inside the shirt; the simple knot, with the ascot outside the shirt. Popularity of the day cravat. The day cravat was worn in the early decades of the 20th century as casual wear, often as sportswear such as when playing golf. The Duke of Windsor often wore one in this manner. It was regarded as an elegant form of casual dress. Ascots of the casual day cravat variety were popular fashion in the United Kingdom for teenaged and young adult males from the mid-1960s to the mid-1970s, coinciding with the mod and psychedelic movements. Actor Jeremy Piven is known to wear an ascot tie, an unusual choice in his time. Military use. Students at the United States Army Officer Candidate School wear ascots as part of their uniform, black for basic officer candidates and white for senior officer candidates. Pararescue trainees upon completion of extended training day are given a blue ascot. In the Dutch Army, it is a part of the uniform. For barrack use, the ascot is often in the weapon colors, and with a logo, and when in combat uniform, a DPM or desert version is used. Ascot is now worn for ceremonial purposes with enlisted full dress whites and enlisted full dress blue in United States Navy ceremonial guard. In popular culture, the character Fred Jones of the show Scooby-Doo wears an orange ascot. Michael Corleone, Al Pacino's character in The Godfather, wears an ascot in a few scenes, and is pictured wearing it on some versions of the Part 2 and Part 3 DVDs. Don Knotts would often wear an ascot in his role as Ralph Furley on Three's Company. Kurt Zagon, the vicious CIA agent and villain of Above the Law, wears an ascot scarf in military uniform at the beginning of the movie. Comedian Drew Hastings has been known to wear an ascot often. In Toy Story 3, Ken is shown wearing an ascot when he meets Barbie. The garage rock band The Hives is well known for dressing in black and white suits, and wore ascots during performances for their album Veni Vidi Vicious. The character Terry Silver in The Karate Kid, Part 3 wore an ascot. Brigadier General Rockjaw of the Sad Sack comic series was always drawn with dark glasses, cigarette holder and ascot tie. The character Philippe of the French movie The Intouchables wears different ascots throughout the movie. Redd Foxx wore an ascot on several episodes of Sanford and Son. References. Further reading: Villa Rosa, Ricardo, The Elegant Man, How to Construct the Ideal Wardrobe. Random House, 1992. ISBN 0-679-42101-7. External links: How to tie the ruche knot, How to tie an ascot tie.